Hello, welcome to the Daily English News program on Azərbaycan Televiziya with the major developments of the day. I'm qocaman. On December 23rd, President İlham and First Lady Mehriban Əliyeva visited the liberated from occupation Qapalı and Zəngilan regions. First Vice President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Mehriban Əliyeva, shared footages from the liberated Zəngilan and Qapalı regions on her official Instagram page.
Qabarıq ərazisindəyik, azad edilmiş torpaqlardayıq. Sağ tərəfdə ermənilər tərəfindən dağıdılmış kəndlərimizdir. Bütün kəndlər dağıdılıb. Yolun sol tərəfində olan dirəklər torpaqlar işğaldan azad olunandan sonra qısa müddət ərzində qoyulmuşdur. Sağda, solda. Düşmən bu cinayətlərə görə cavab verəcək. Bütün kəndlərimiz, tarixi abidələrimiz, dini abidələrimiz düşmən tərəfindən dağıdılır. Görün, hansı vəhşi düşmənlə biz üz-üzəydik. Hansı şər qüvvələri biz məğlub etdik. Bölgəmizi, Qafqazı faşistlərdən azad etdik. Zəngilan rayonunun ərazisinə keçdik. Bir dənə də salamat bina yoxdur. Bütün binalar dağıdılıb. Zəngilan şəhərinə az qalır. Zəngilanda da düşmən hər şeyi dağıdıb, baxın. Dağılmış evlərimiz. Baxın, nə günə qoyublar bu evi. Zəngilan rayonunun gözəl mənzərəsi, səfalı məkan. Hamısını bərpa edəcəyik. Zəngilan rayonunun dağıdılmış kəndləri. Evin yarısını söküb, o biri tərəfdə yaşayıb. Baxın, nə günə qoyulur. Vəhşi düşmən keçib bu torpaqlardan. Kənd təsərrüfatı texnikası 20-ci əsrin 50-ci illərində istehsal olunub. Qapalı rayon ərazisindən iki böyük çay keçir. Həkəri çayı və Bazar çay. Onlardan biri də budur, baxın. Çok güman ki bu Həkəri çayıdır. Bu da yəqin ki Bazar çayıdır. Çünkü Qapalının bir tərəfindən Həkəri çayı axır, digər tərəfdən buradan görsənir.
Körpü görünür.
Körpü baba buradan. Digər tərəfdən Bazar çayı. Baxın, Qapalı şəhərini nə günə qoyub düşmən. Bütün binalar dağıdılıb. Flaga, bayrağın önündə bu tərəfdən.
President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, İlham Aliyev, received congratulations on the occasion of his birthday. President of People's Republic of China, Xi Jinping, President of the Republic of Uzbekistan, Shavkat Mirziyoyev, President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, President of Croatia, Zoran Milanovic, King of Jordan, Abdullah II, President of Turkmenistan, Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov, President of Tajikistan, Emomali Rahmon, President of Kyrgyzstan, Talan Mamedov, and First President of Kazakhstan, Nursultan Nazarbayev, congratulated President İlham Aliyev on this occasion and wished him robust health and happiness. Revenues of the state budget for 2021 are projected at 25,427 million manats. 54.2% of the projected state budget revenues fall to the oil sector and 45.8% to the non-oil sector. This is 1.5% more in the oil sector and 15% more in the non-oil sector compared to the last year. This data is reflected in the draft law on the state budget for 2021. During the discussions at the meeting of the Parliamentary Committee on Economic Policy, Industry and Entrepreneurship, it was noted that one of the main features of the next year's draft state budget is the restoration and reconstruction of towns and villages to ensure a great return to the liberated territories. For this purpose, 2,200 million manats will be allocated from the 2021 state budget. Currently, the Azerbaijan army is deployed in new places in mine territories with no infrastructure, which were under occupation for about 30 years and were completely destroyed and ruined. Along with other government agencies, the leadership of the Ministry of Defense orderly and purposefully carries out activities to improve the living conditions of the military units deployed in this area. Head of the press service of Azerbaijan Ministry of Defense, Anar Eyvazov, said in an interview to AZTV. He added that in the near future, a phased demobilization of citizens called for military service is expected. The victorious Azerbaijani army today serves on our lands liberated from the occupation with the same determination that it demonstrated in the first days. It's also necessary to consider that these works are carried out in high mountainous terrain, in rough highlines, in severe winter climate conditions. The new roads, power lines, water and gas pipeline are laid out to military units, positions and checkpoints. All the necessary living conditions are created for the accommodation and service of military personnel. Head of the press service of Azerbaijan Ministry of Defense, Anar Eyvazov, said in accordance with the norms of food and clothing supply, servicemen are continuously provided with all types of logistics support. Tents, heating stoves and other necessary equipment are additionally delivered to the units deployed in the field conditions. Mobile bath and laundry services are organized in various areas. Servicemen are provided with warm uniforms, bathing and quality products. The personnel of military units located in mountainous areas are provided with additional high-calorie food rations in accordance with the standards. In addition, there are sufficient reserves in the depots. On the initiative of the first Vice President of the Republic of Azerbaijan, Mehriban Aliyeva, delivery of a large number of food products to the military units deployed in the liberated territories is provided until today. At the same time, military medical personnel provide continuous medical services to pay constant attention to the state of health of servicemen. In accordance with the instructions, mobile field hospitals operate in several directions prior to the establishment of stationary military medical points in the liberated territories. Several commissions consisting of specialists carried out an inspection of the deployment of military personnel and the living conditions in the Army Corps in a short time. Minor shortcomings were identified and then were immediately eliminated. Head of the press service of Azerbaijan Ministry of Defense, Anar Eyvazov, said videos damaging the reputation of the Azerbaijan army and casting a shadow on our victory in the Pound 34 have been disseminated recently on social networks, which have purposefully got various biased comments. Thus, information about our army violates the relevant requirements of the law of the Republic of Azerbaijan on state secrets is being spread, and biased information damages the reputation of our servicemen. The Ministry of Defense, addressing the parents and relatives of servicemen, once again declares that their concerns should be voiced through social networks, but by calling the ministry's telephone numbers, which are operational 24 hours a day for more efficient resolutions of problems. Liberation of Azerbaijan's territories from the occupation will positively affect the development of mutually beneficial economic cooperation. President of Iran, Hassan Rouhani, voiced these words at the government meeting. He noted that the liberation of Karabakh from the occupation and end of the war will also be effective for the revival of Iran's economy. Quote, "The war resulted in liberation of Azerbaijan's Iran border from the occupants. Liberation of Azerbaijani territories has already shown its first positive influence. It consists of achievement of a final agreement on Hudaferin hydro junction between Azerbaijan and Iran. Soon, by using this hydro junction, 120,000 hectares of Iran's territory will be provided with water. This will lay the groundwork for increasing production of agricultural products and expansion of plantation areas." End of quote. Azerbaijan's Ministry of Defense released a video footage of the liberated Seydli village of Ağdam district. Seydli is a village in administrative territorial unit of Ağdam district. In the times of Imperial Russia, Seydli was a village of the Kabirli Mahal of Shusha uyez of Elizabeth Pol Governorate. During the time when Azerbaijan was part of the USSR, Seydli was a village of the Ağdam district established in 1930. Prior to the Armenian occupation, there were 3 middle schools and 1 music school, a house of culture, a library, a medical center, and a communication center. The village is located 1 kilometer northeast of the district center, 5 kilometers from the Ağdam railway station on the Karabakh plain. According to the data on 1983, population of Seydli was 3,478. The village was occupied by the Armenian armed forces in 1993 and liberated from the occupation on November 20th of the current year. Azerbaijan's Ministry of Defense also released a video footage from the liberated Minjivan settlement of Zengilan district. 2,334 infections with the novel coronavirus were registered in Azerbaijan. 4,461 people recovered after treatment and were released home. 46 people who were earlier tested positive for COVID-19 virus died. The overall confirmed cases in Azerbaijan have reached 208,211 with 151,660 recoveries and 2,340 deaths. The number of active infections is 54,211. To detect new infection cases, overall 2,102,957 tests have been conducted in Azerbaijan. The task force under the Cabinet of Ministers reported. That was all for today. Thank you for being with us. Goodbye.